The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene is an insightful exploration of the psychological forces that shape human behavior, offering a deep understanding of why people act the way they do. Greene's book is structured around 18 fundamental laws that explain these behaviors, aiming to help readers navigate social dynamics more effectively and achieve mastery over themselves and others. The book draws on historical examples, psychological theories, and philosophical ideas to provide a comprehensive guide for developing self-awareness and influencing others. The Law of Irrationality. Greene begins by asserting that human beings are not as rational as they believe. Emotions, biases, and subconscious drives heavily influence decisions. He introduces the concept of emotional blindness, where people act irrationally due to these hidden forces. To counter this, Greene urges readers to become more self-aware, control their emotions, and develop a rational mindset. By practicing detachment and emotional intelligence, one can gain a clearer perspective on situations and people. The Law of Narcissism. Every individual has a degree of narcissism, Greene argues. This can manifest as self-obsession, craving for validation, or lack of empathy. He distinguishes between healthy narcissism, where individuals maintain self-confidence, and malignant narcissism, where people become self-centered at the expense of others. Greene advises readers to turn their narcissistic tendencies into empathy, understanding others' emotions and perspectives. This not only enhances social skills but also builds stronger, more meaningful relationships. The Law of Role-Playing. Human interactions are full of masks and personas, as people often present different versions of themselves depending on the context. Greene emphasizes that understanding this natural inclination to role-play allows individuals to read others more effectively. He also suggests that strategic role-playing can help navigate social environments, allowing people to achieve their goals by adapting to different circumstances and personalities. The Law of Compulsive Behavior. Humans are creatures of habit, often repeating behaviors subconsciously. Greene refers to this as compulsive behavior, driven by ingrained patterns that people may not even be aware of. To break free from destructive habits, Greene advises readers to first identify their own patterns and triggers. By gaining self-control and interrupting negative cycles, one can steer their life in a more positive and productive direction. The Law of Covetousness. People have a natural tendency to desire what others have, driven by envy. Greene explains that envy can be toxic, leading to destructive behaviors and interpersonal conflicts. However, he also suggests that envy can be used as a tool for self-improvement by understanding what it is that one truly desires and turning those feelings into motivation. Recognizing envy in oneself and others helps to diffuse its harmful effects. The Law of Short-Sightedness. Humans tend to focus on immediate gratification, often neglecting long-term consequences. Greene warns against short-term thinking, which leads to poor decisions and prevents individuals from achieving lasting success. He encourages cultivating patience and the ability to think strategically, envisioning future outcomes rather than seeking quick fixes. By thinking in terms of larger, long-term goals, one can make better decisions and avoid unnecessary setbacks. The Law of Defensiveness. Greene highlights how people are naturally defensive, often reacting to criticism or perceived threats with resistance or hostility. This defensiveness can block personal growth and prevent constructive feedback from being internalized. To overcome this, he recommends cultivating an open mind and embracing vulnerability. By accepting criticism without reacting emotionally, individuals can learn from it and improve themselves. The Law of Self-Sabotage. One of the most damaging behaviors people engage in is self-sabotage. Whether due to fear of failure, insecurity, or an unconscious desire for attention, many individuals undermine their own success. Greene explains that self-sabotage often stems from deeply rooted insecurities or unresolved emotional issues. To counter this, he advises people to confront their fears and develop self-discipline, thus eliminating the internal barriers that prevent progress. The law of repression. Greene explores the idea that much of human behavior is shaped by repressed desires and emotions. These hidden elements often surface in unexpected or unhealthy ways, leading to destructive actions. He encourages readers to become aware of their repressed feelings, especially anger or fear, and confront them directly. This self-awareness leads to healthier emotional expression and better control over one's actions. The law of envy. Closely related to covetousness, the law of envy delves deeper into how jealousy shapes social interactions. Greene argues that envy is often hidden, but can be a powerful driver of conflict. To navigate envy in oneself and others, it is essential to develop humility and an appreciation for what one already has. Greene also suggests learning to detect envy in others as a way to protect oneself from potential harm or betrayal. The law of grandiosity. Greene discusses how grandiosity, the inflated sense of one's importance, can lead to overconfidence and delusion. People with grandiose tendencies may make unrealistic plans or take on challenges they are not prepared for. To avoid the pitfalls of grandiosity, Greene advises maintaining humility and a realistic perspective on one's abilities. Recognizing one's limitations can lead to more achievable goals and sustainable success. The law of gender rigidity. This law explains how people often conform to rigid gender roles, which limits their ability to express their full range of qualities. Greene encourages breaking free from these societal expectations and embracing both masculine and feminine traits within oneself. By doing so, individuals can achieve greater balance and authenticity in their behavior and relationships. The law of aimlessness. Greene emphasizes the importance of having a sense of purpose. Without a clear direction in life, people often drift aimlessly, unable to achieve lasting success or satisfaction. To counter aimlessness, Greene suggests defining long-term goals and creating a concrete plan to achieve them. By maintaining focus and direction, individuals can lead more fulfilling lives. The law of conformity. Humans have a natural tendency to conform to social norms and peer pressure, often at the expense of their individuality. Greene argues that while some degree of conformity is necessary for social cohesion, excessive conformity can stifle creativity and self-expression. He encourages readers to embrace their uniqueness and cultivate an independent mindset, allowing them to stand out and achieve personal success. The law of aggression. Aggression is a primal force in human behavior, often manifesting in subtle ways. Greene explains that understanding the dynamics of aggression, both in oneself and others, can help individuals navigate power struggles and conflicts. By channeling aggression into positive actions, such as ambition or assertiveness, individuals can achieve success without succumbing to destructive impulses. The law of death denial. Finally, Greene addresses the human tendency to deny the inevitability of death. This denial often leads people to avoid thinking about their mortality and miss opportunities for meaningful experiences. Greene argues that embracing the reality of death can motivate individuals to live more fully and pursue their passions with greater urgency. In conclusion, The Laws of Human Nature provides a roadmap for understanding and mastering human behavior. By recognizing these universal laws, readers can gain greater self-awareness, improve their social skills, and lead more successful, fulfilling lives.